Good evening, my dear kids. Welcome once again to the world of science. This is Mithun Raj, your science teacher, signing in from this part of the world, Cochin, Kerala. Okay, so hope all are feeling very fine, healthy, happy, staying at home during this corona time. Okay, anyway, we already completed 5 chapters regarding non-standard science. Okay, 10 chapters are there, 5 chapters already finished. That means 33% of the entire science for non-standard is finished. Okay, only 10 more chapters are there. And the next chapter is, of course, it is from physics part. Okay, it will be from physics part, 100% it must be from physics part. And the name of the chapter is force and laws of motion. Okay, force and laws of motion. I know physics. Again, we are starting regarding physics. Happy to learn physics. Can you believe it? Okay, I think that last chapter was an easy one, isn't it? Regarding tissues, plants tissues and animal tissues. Some diagrams are there. It will be fine. This chapter is second chapter of motion. Actually, it is the continuation of the first chapter. Okay, the straight continuation. Something extra things we will study in this chapter regarding momentum, inertia, and the world famous laws of motion. Okay, world famous. If you want to study anything regarding science, okay, anything regarding technology, anything regarding engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, what all engineering. When mechanics comes, this chapter is the most important chapter regarding physics. Understand? The 3 laws of motions formulated by Sir Isaac Newton. You already heard about this name. He's a legendary man, isn't it? Sir Isaac Newton, the man who formulated the theory of gravity, corpuscular theory, but it was wrong. Afterwards, it was proved it is wrong. And the legendary laws of motion, the 3 laws of motions, even till now. The third law is the basic of these rockets we are sending to space. First and second law also has a lots of application regarding daily life. See that rocket science. How many 400 years before Isaac Newton formulated these laws of motion? Still we are using in the 21st century. And I don't know it is your favorite subject, but these laws of motion, this my favorite part regarding this science. This chapter is my favorite chapter. Okay. I hope that you also will feel the same. It is not as difficult as the last chapter. A bit concept is there that inertia and momentum and all it will be a bit confusing, but I will try to make it as simple as it can. Okay. Some of the things only not that much difficult than the first chapter. First chapter is 100% classical mechanic concepts. Okay, it's like a philosophy class. It will be difficult for you to understand. Okay, that laws of motions and all. Not laws of motion, equations of motion, laws of motion. In this chapter we are going to study. So you study what is the force in 8th standard, I think. In 8th standard you already studied about force. Am I right or not? Of course you studied. So what is a force? Any push or pull. Force can be defined as any push or pull that changes. Okay, that changes or tends to change. Want to write? Anyway, next class, this is only an introduction class. Next class onwards, I will take the class with that smart screen. Give notes also regarding this chapter. Okay, no problem. Notes also. It will. It's not a small chapter. It will take some time to finish it. It will take some time, like 10 to 12 classes. It will take. So we will try to finish it. Not as soon as possible. Anyway, no physics. It will take more time to finish. Okay. Numericals are there in this chapter. 100% numericals are there. Your favorite numericals regarding force, the great legendary equation F is equal to ma. It was formulated by Isaac Newton. Force is mass into acceleration. How we will want to prove? Okay, that all things we will study in the 3 laws of motion. But in the introductory part, what we want to study, it is about what is the definition for force. Any push or pull that changes or tends to change. Okay, any force which tends to change the position of a particular thing, we cannot say it force. Of course, it is force. For example, if we push a chair, it will move. Understand? If you pull a chair, it will move. Understand? That is force. 100% you know that. But just imagine something bigger. A bus is there. Okay. Okay, leave the example of chair. You have a cycle in your home. Okay. Just push the cycle, it will move. Or pull the cycle, it will move. Because cycle is very small. But imagine a lorry is there. A lorry, a fully loaded truck is there in your front of your home. Go and push it. Will it move? It won't move. But at the same time, you are applying force, isn't it? A lorry is very difficult to move because its mass is very, very high. So we don't have that much force. But still we are applying force. So that is the definition of force. Any push or pull that changes or tends to change. Okay, it will try to change the position, but the mass is heavy means we cannot change the position of that particular body, isn't it? So tends to change the state of uniform motion, state of rest, state of uniform motion, or direction or shape of an object. Understand? I will tell all the four. Any push or pull which changes or tries to change. Okay, which changes or tries to change the position of an object. Okay, if it is at rest or if it is uniform motion. For example, the first example, a football. Imagine a football. Okay, you just go and you can kick it with your leg. The football will move. That is the purpose of that football, for kicking. Understand? We applied force, and first the football was at rest. Next it gained some motion. That means force is applied. Understand? But in the case of a car or a bike, we are riding a bike. We are applying the brake. Applying brake means what we are doing? We are applying force. At this time, the body was in motion, now comes to rest. That case also is there. Understand? That case also is there. Either we can make a body move from the position of rest, or we can stop a body which is automatically moving. That also is force. Again, just imagine the football we kicked. It is rolling through the ground. It is slowly rolling through the ground. At that time we are running and kicking it. Again we are applying force. So that uniform motion, that speed of that ball will increase. That also is force. Well, that also is different example for force. Isn't it? So that also is force. And again, direction. If you change the direction, that also is a force. For example, we can say, okay, you are playing cricket, or tennis, or badminton. What you are doing really? The bowler will come and throw the ball. The ball is going in that direction first. If the batsman hit it, again the motion is there. Understand? Movement of that body is there. That ball is moving, but direction changed. Understand? Maybe the speed or velocity of this ball is same, but the direction changed. For changing the direction also, we applied what? We applied force. Isn't it? So that is also force. And again we can say, for example, to change the dimension of a body. Dimension means the shape of a body. The shape of a body. For example, an elastic or a rubber band. Take a rubber band in your hand, pull it. Its shape changed or not? How? We applied force. Isn't it? Imagine a ball of dough. Dough. That from that dough we are making that chapatis, bread and all. Rotis, chapatis and all we are making with that dough. Just imagine a ball of dough. If we apply force, what will happen? The shape of that dough will change, isn't it? That is also force. So these are only some examples for this. Okay, force. Okay, maybe push or pull. Basically, a physical effort which moves something from rest to uniform motion, or rest to non-uniform motion, or which stops something which is already in motion, or which changes the direction of something which is already moving. Okay, and dimension of something changes dimension, shape of something. That is also known as what? It's also known as force. So I hope you got the definition for force. Okay. The first part is very simple. Some uniform motion is there, non-uniform motion is there. It's very easy. Examples are given in textbook itself. I will try to give extra examples also. You will easily understand. The main thing regarding this chapter is the three laws of motion of Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton is also known as the father of physics in some part of the world, not everywhere. In somewhere, Einstein is known as the father of modern physics, but basically, Isaac Newton is considered as the father of physics. Okay, so that is regarding this chapter. Okay, anyway, you know that the unit of force is Newton. You already studied in the last chapter of physics. So these three laws of motion are very important, very, very important. Okay, for PUC also you want to study. Engineering also you want to study these laws of motion. Okay, so that's it. That's only an introduction class regarding force. Examples and all, I have good pictures regarding that. By showing that you will understand it. Simple thing. What do you say? Opening a drawer of your closet, opening the door, closing the window, just switching on a switch. Force, isn't it? Right or not? Riding your bicycle, force. Playing, force. Walking, force. Breathing, force is applied, isn't it? Force is applied by a diaphragm to the lungs. That's why it is going on. Heart is beating. Muscle is applying force. That's why blood is circulating through our body. Everything requires force to move or force to work, isn't it? A car engine is rotating so that the tire is also rotating so you can move. What is the purpose of steering? To change the direction of the car, isn't it? Turn right, car will turn into right direction. Turn left, the steering, it will go into left, isn't it? So this force is very important in human life. So this is also an important chapter. Not that much difficult chapter than the first chapter. But examples are there. Examples I will try to make it very, very simple so that you can understand. Okay, that's it. It's only an introduction class. Tomorrow we will start with the first session of this chapter, force and laws of motion. Okay, force already I described what is force. Okay, some types of force we want to study. Okay, some types already you studied that in the last chapter. In this chapter a bit more elaborately it is given. Okay, we will go through that also. No problem with that. Laws of motion is very interesting also. Very interesting. It is not difficult or only concept based like the last chapter. Okay, so that also we will try to finish it as early as possible. So hope all of you are feeling well. I hope you already liked this introductory class. Okay, go through this video and stay at home, stay safe, eat good food, stay healthy, stay safe, be in hygiene every time. Okay, and try to be at home itself. Don't want to go outside. Why? Reduce. The number of corona cases are peaking, isn't it? Spiking up. Money. India is going to become number one in the world soon. So that's it, my kid. We will continue the class for this session tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Winding up this class, Mithun Rai signing off from this part of the world. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye and Jai Hind.